All right. Are we live? Okay. Welcome to What It Takes, guys. My name is Robbie Carter, and here at Beachbody, we have an entire group of people dedicated to helping coaches reach their potential. If you are a diamond coach or above, check out FAQ 7581 to learn more about how we as a team can help you achieve your goals. Guys, What It Takes is a weekly mini series where we ask the same questions to elite coaches and they talk about what it takes to become an elite coach. Today, we're going to be talking to 10-star diamond, 2018 elite coach and founder of Epic Empire, Kristina Battaglia. Kristina, welcome to What It Takes.
Hey, Robbie, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. So before we get started and ask you all these amazing questions that you just can't wait to answer, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am from Buffalo, New York, and it's currently hot, which is unbelievable, but we got like a week left of it. But I am a mom and a wife. I have twin boys, Lincoln and Gavin, and a daughter who is 2 and a firecracker and a mini-me. And I was previously, well, still am a fitness junkie, but I have all the certifications, all that fun stuff. And I was 100% anti-Beachbody person. How do you like that for an intro?
Amazing intro. So Buffalo, man. I mean, isn't that typically cold in Buffalo?
Freezing, but right now we have heat waves. We're currently in one. It's okay. No complaints.
Awesome. Well, thanks for telling us a little bit about yourself. Let's jump into these amazing questions. So how were you introduced to Team Beachbody?
So this is like my segue into the fact that I was like anti-Beachbody is the fact that, like I said, my whole background is in health and fitness. So I just was not into the whole at-home workouts. It didn't like resonate with me on how it was possible and to get those results and things. And I had actually had a coworker that I was a wellness coach with, and she's like, I don't even want to tell you that because I was complaining that I'm doing all the things. It's not happening. And she's like, I don't even want to tell you this because you're not going to believe me. But I did P90X3 with my ex-boyfriend a long time ago. I got in the sickest shape ever. And I was like, that thing that people do in like the dungeon with no. And she was like, just do it. So I actually ordered it off Amazon and I literally did like 20 minutes worth of it. Couldn't stay in it, couldn't plug into it. I could do laundry, I could do everything else. And it wasn't until I had seen somebody that I had previously worked with that kind of put that integrity piece to it that I knew. So I had that trust and loyalty with, and her showing up every single day and showing what was actually possible, that it actually triggered like, okay, there's something missing that I'm not doing. And it was that challenge group atmosphere. So
that is the key piece. I love the challenge groups. I love that that cohesiveness that takes place in challenge groups. So that's a big key place. So, all right. So question number 2. I love that answer. So once you signed up, can you describe like what the early days looked like for you when you were just getting started? You're like, man, tell us about those early days.
So because just keep going back to the fact that I was anti, I'd seen so many people do the Hail Mary posts where they like throw up their transformation. They're like, I got this group who wants to come in, and like no one's liking and loving it. And then they just peace out. And so I already had this stigma as what coaching was and that people don't stick around. And I know that what I thought of that. And so from day one, I made the decision that like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going all in. And it's not try it out, test it out. It's I'm going until I'm successful, and I don't care who's judging me or looking at me or anything, because they're going to judge me more if I quit. They're going to judge me more if I try it out and then I disappear. So right off the bat, it was, okay, what do I need to do to be successful? And I just went for it. I dug through my own training. I went through YouTube. I went through, the FAQs. I did whatever it took to get myself started. And because I'm so recognition based in the way of credibility, when I would see people getting recognized, that to me was more so something that I connected with than someone's transformation, which sounds kind of crazy. But I knew if I saw people getting shouted out that they were legit, that they were doing something, they were making moves. So for myself in the early days, I was like, okay, what do I need to do to get shouted out? Because I don't want to shout myself out. I don't want to talk about how awesome my groups are. I want someone else to do that. And that's going to add that credit. So I kind of like made my coach do it for me by rank advancing myself, by growing my team, things like that. So in the very early on, it was just a decision to be successful, and nothing was going to stop that.
Love that. Love that mindset, a decision to be successful. And sometimes, I always say this, you can't let fear get in the way of you being successful, right? So love that. So what do you feel are some attributes that you have or habits that you have that contribute to your success?
I would say the mentality of it of I never understood the whole reverse engineering thing. And I didn't realize how goal setting I was or vision that I was until I realized that that's what I was always doing is I would say, okay, I want to do this. And then what do I have to do to do it? And it wasn't, again, it was a non-negotiable. If this was the goal that I set place, it was going to happen. And I just had to do what it took to get there. And so that's always been something for me that there is no exit strategy. There isn't any, oh, if this doesn't work, it's okay. Or I'm going to push it back this amount of time. It was, no, this is when it's going to happen. And it's going to get done. And I would just put the work and again, reverse engineer what action needs to happen to get that to happen. And I would just do it. And I would fail and I would fail and I would fail, but I would find different ways to make sure that it would happen.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. All right. So question number 4. So what advice do you have for a brand new coach who doesn't know where to start and, what can they do? What can they do today to achieve long-term success?
Again, having that mentality that you're not trying this out, you aren't testing out if Beachbody works. It works. We all know it works. It's having that vision of what you want your life to look like, what you want your business to look like, and treating it like a business and doing the work that it's going to take. Not having that exit strategy, not telling yourself, because if you've already said, I'm going to try this out for a couple months and see, or I'm going to see if this will work, you've already given yourself an expiration date. You've already given yourself an out that if you don't blow up right off the gate, that you're like, didn't work. I tried it out. Okay, bye. People can read through that. They don't trust that. You don't have that loyalty component that people really need that's going to get people to trust you and sign up, that you're the coach that's going to get them to their goals. So have that vision and treat your business like a business. Treat yourself as a gazillion star diamond. Treat yourself as a huge leader. Treat yourself as this bomb boot camp leader that's going to help every single person, guaranteed results in there. And people can feel that energy. People can, then they will trust you. You will have that loyalty component and that connection with people that you are the coach that's going to get them their goals. But if you are going into this hesitant, questioning, your beliefs are kind of, all over the place, you can't expect yourself to blow up. You have to look at yourself as you know that you are and perceive that in the outward so people can see that.
Love that. And that's true. Yeah, you have that longevity mindset, ready to rock and roll. I'm here. I'm going to make this happen. Awesome advice, Kristina. So what about the coach who is struggling or who's thinking about giving up right now? What advice do you have for them?
Okay, so this is one of those that, again, comes with that mentality that if you're having that belief, then this is kind of tough love. But why would someone sign up with you? If you're doubting your ability, if you're doubting the way that you can really, really help someone, why should someone trust in you to be that person that does that for them? So there's 2 questions that I usually end like every call with, and it's like that, like sink right into the gut for you. And I ask myself this every single day to kind of better myself as a leader and a coach is, are you the coach that you would enroll with? So if you were looking outside in, if you were looking at your social media, if you're looking at your mindset, if you're looking at all those things, are you the coach that you would enroll with right now where you're at in your business and your mindset? And if you, let me make sure I say this right. Say, would you be the coach that you would sign up with? And are you the coach that you would want on your team? So right now, if you look at yourself and how you're working the business and how you're showing up, and regardless of your rank, your success club, your volume, like all these different things, the way that you control yourself, the way that you work your business, all these different things, are you the worker that you want to recruit on your team? So those 2 things are something that I think everybody should ask themselves like every day and kind of humble themselves and see where they can improve on that.
Great advice. Great advice, Kristina. So what is the best advice someone has given you regarding your business? Maybe it's a longtime friend or someone who's been in the business for a while. What advice did they give to you that made a big difference?
So one from day one was my mom. My family is all entrepreneurs. They all, started up their own businesses on themselves. And so for one, she didn't understand, Beachbody, she didn't understand MLMs, like nothing. And I was talking to her the one day and I was probably whining about something. And she was like, this is your business. She's like, treat it like a business. If you have to invest in your business, you invest in your business. If your employees aren't working at the capacity you want to, find new employees. Like, you don't need to fire them, but find new people who are going to level up to where you are. And it was something that I needed to remind myself that this is a business. And so I need to treat it that way. And then I'd mentioned to you that Barbie Collab mentors me. And there was a moment in my business that she had called me out and I said, I'm very sensitive, so I'll like cry over anything. And she had this way of coming at me and just saying, stop, refocus, redirect, and let's change things up. And so I think once in a while, everyone needs that one person that you really, really respect that's going to call you out on your crap and get you to refocus and realize, see the bigger picture, and then work for a more common goal.
Truth. Love it. Barbie's awesome. All right. So Kristina, here's the speed round. You ready?
Okay.
Speed round. On average, how much time do you spend working at your business per day?
Okay. This has changed recently because I'm trying to give myself more like actual like set out business hours, but I would say between like 20 to 30 plus. I'm like addicted to this job. Like I'm obsessed.
You're like, I love it.
It is. It's my outlet. It's my fuel. So like when I can work, I can.
Okay. Awesome. All right. What's your average Success Club numbers each month?
Around 50.
Around 50? Okay. In the beginning, what were they?
A 10. Like 10 was like non-negotiable. So it was like 10, 12. Like I couldn't even like, when I would see people hitting these high numbers, I'm like, how? And now I get it.
Okay.
Like you just talk to more people, you help more people, you just do it.
Just do it. All right. So what percentage of time do you focus on your own business versus your team's business?
This has really switched recently too. I would say I'm very much like 20 to 30 my business and like 60 to 7 like my team as a whole.
Okay. How many coaches do you enroll each month? You said Success Club 50, but like out of the 50, what is
like I mean, I do a lot of discount coaches, but I would say maybe like low, like 5 maybe as actual active coaches, and then month 1, 2, 3 that I like kind of convert them over because they see what the potential and the opportunity is.
Okay.
But right off the gate, I would say like 5.
About 5. All right. And then our random question from the hat. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Are you a morning or are you a night person?
The bull. I don't sleep. So
You're like, I don't sleep.
I work, I have kids. So, and again, I'm addicted to this job. So I get up early to get my workout in and everything done before the kids get up. And I spend the night as much as I can working and plugging in and reaching out to people.
Awesome. Well, Kristina, thank you so much for being on What It Takes and just having us pick your mind about what it takes to be an elite coach and kind of be successful on that financial part of the business, also. So thanks for being here with us on the Champions page, guys. Don't miss next week on What It Takes. We'll see you guys.
Thank you.